I think I was surprised I put it together. You know, for me, it's always, the speed has always been there. It's been my start. You know, I've always put myself at a deficit from the beginning. And so I think I was just more shocked that, you know, finally I'm strong enough to, you know, compete with these women. And I can actually put my speed on display. And so it was just, I was happy. You know, I feel like I've worked a lot on that portion of the race, and then to finally see it paying off is a cool thing. For me this year, I just said, okay, the 200 is my main focus. If I do another event, it's going to come second to that. And so that's how I kind of worked it out. I definitely want to be in the relay pool, and I made that aware. I've ran up in the relays and kind of done the obligations that are necessary, and it's really in their hands now, and they make the final decisions. And I think a lot has to do with what happens at trials, not only in the 100 but the 200 as well. I think they take that into account, and also past experience. It's kind of the style that I run in. If you get away from me at the beginning, it's very hard for me to come back. And that's why this year my speed is very important to me. And so to be able to not even necessarily be leading off the curve, but to be in the race, that's huge for me. It's kind of a crazy thing because anything can happen on that day, and it makes you just a little anxious. You know, you don't about getting sick or just any little wrong feeling, but it is what it is. You have to be ready on that day. And I think just knowing that and having done it before makes you a little bit more comfortable with it. We're definitely not one of the premier sports, and it's very clear. I mean, we barely race on U.S. soil. You know, it's sad because it is such a great sport, and I have such a passion for it. I want other people to just feel like there's a disconnect. It's one of the most participated, it is the most participated sport, you know, in high school, and there's just such a drop-off after college for a lot of people. It's disappointing, and we want to bring it back, but it's just a very difficult task to do, and you can only, you know, you can put your best effort forth, but it's hard when you're competing with, you know, these huge American sports. For me, I don't necessarily feel undervalued because that's not for me what it's about. You know, I didn't come into the sport saying I want to be famous or, you know, I want to get a lot of money. I truly love track and field, and I think that's what it has to be about, you know, to continue on.